Denver Broncos head coach Sean Payton was recently asked about Marvin Mims, who has kind of been relegated to the doghouse. The rookie wide receiver has had a very limited role in the offense over the last few weeks and has basically just been relegated to return man. And Sean Payton feels that the Broncos do need to get Mims more involved, but by the same token, I think there are a couple of pretty clear reasons why Marvin Mims is not seeing the field right now. But first of all, let's take a look at what Sean said here. It's a good question, he said. It's certainly a fair question. How do we get Marvin more touches, and how do we incorporate him more into what we're doing offensively? I'm sitting here looking at a notepad with his jersey number on it in front of me. That's our job as coaches. We really believe we have a good, young, talented player. Obviously, there are other players on offense that deserve the same type of attention relative to play design. Sean didn't really say a whole lot there, but you can kind of read between the lines a little bit and kind of figure out where the Broncos stand on Marvin Mims. He did have some mental mistakes, especially in the Jets game and the Packers game, and in the first Chiefs game, or in the second Chiefs game, and really the first Chiefs game too. Marvin Mims was kind of relegated a little bit and didn't really do a whole lot on offense whatsoever. In fact, there were days where he didn't even appear on the stat sheet on offense. I feel like it boils down to the fact that Sean Payton feels that he's not ready for that elevated type of a role. He's made some rookie errors. He's made some mental blunders. And Sean Payton is going to play the guys that don't have those rookie errors and those mental blunders. Sure, at some point Marvin's going to have to work through them, but right now the Denver Broncos are trying to get their season back on track. And yes, Marvin Mims is an explosive playmaking threat, but on almost every other play, there are times where he can be a bit of a liability out there, lining up in the wrong spot, running the wrong route, just little subtle things like that that won't necessarily show up on the TV copy of games, but when you watch the film, it's kind of like, okay, you know what? Marvin Mims, this is kind of why he's not seeing the field right now. Actually, that's actually a really good topic for a film study video. We'll probably release that video. That's actually a great video idea. Why Marvin Mims on film has been relegated to a bit of a reduced role. However, there is a chance that we could see him coming out of the bye week, heading into that Buffalo game. They've given him a couple of weeks to kind of take a step back on offense and kind of reevaluate that whole situation. And the other part of the whole Marvin Mims not being on the field, I think also has to do with Jerry Jeudy. Jeudy has been really kind of force-fed the ball a little bit over the past few weeks and just been showcased a lot more in the offense, be it to showcase him in anticipation of a possible trade or just to get him more and more involved in the offense in general. Obviously now it's the latter. So Jerry Jeudy has had that more elevated role in the offense over the last few weeks, and that could also play a part in Marvin Mims not really seeing the field. But at the end of the day, some of this is on Marvin to get through some of these rookie mental growing pains. And when he does that, the Broncos are really going to have a special player because he's shown flashes of that. But again, with some of the fumbles he's had, some of the wrong routes he's run, some of the instances where he's lined up in the wrong spot, that is truly why Marvin Mims is not seeing the field right now. And it's going to be interesting to see if he has a more elevated role coming out of the bye week. All right, Broncos country, why do you guys feel like Marvin Mims is not really seeing the field right now? Do you feel like it is because he's not mentally where he needs to be just in terms of seeing the game and processing the speed of the game? Drop those comments down below, guys. I would love to hear your thoughts as always. Be sure to leave a like on this video as well as subscribe and ring the bell so these videos appear in your notification feed. I would really appreciate it, guys. Those are two free and easy ways to show your support. Helps tell YouTube's algorithm to push us out and helps us get seen by more and more members of Broncos country just like you and me. And until next time, guys, I am your host, Gage Madrid, saying peace out.